give each of you an opportunity to weigh in if you choose. Corry, your residency has been an issue in this campaign, as it was in 2014. Here's your chance to put the controversy to rest. Why is your residency not an issue?
I am legally registered to vote here. I have a driver's license. I'm a legal resident of Indian River County. So it's not an issue. I have moved back and forth from Florida to DC several times, and when I was in the Peace Corps, throughout the course of my life. I have always considered Vero Beach in Florida my home, and I've always been trying to get back to my home. I just happen to work in DC because I'm a lobbyist and a policy expert. So there is no more there's no issue. I am a legal resident, and I will be legally able to serve the people of the 8th District if I'm elected in November.
Okay. Either of you have a comment?
You know, that doesn't pass a straight face test. And you've written a couple articles on it. I think the last one you pointed out, she's licensed or registered to vote in 2 different states at the same time. That's really not even legal. According to an article that I read in yours, I've never read the FDLE report. I've never requested it, read it, but they said they recommended she be prosecuted for fraud last time, but the state attorney felt gracious and didn't do that. You know, she doesn't have a car registered here. She owns a homestead and a home in Washington, D.C. I mean, it doesn't pass the straight face test to say that you're actually a resident here. And I don't think in good faith you can say that. And you've already said if you lose this race, you're hightailing back up there. You're not staying here. And that's what's happened to a lot of my opponents. I've had a lot of my opponents, you know, do their drive-by assassinations of me, come by and try and machine gun me to pieces, spatter my remains all over the wall, and then I beat them in the election because people weren't wise to this stuff anymore. And then they move. You know, they're not here. You know, one of the reasons that I would be a good, am a good member, is because of my roots here, and the field that I have here, and having been active, you know, having coached kids and sponsored their teams, and been a church trustee, and a youth leader, and been a president of a Kiwanis Club, and a homeowners association, and you know, those things mean something to have roots, to understand and have real empathy with the people. I've been laid off at the Space Center at the end of Apollo. I know what that feels like. I stopped, I broke our party ranks to stop stonewalling a Republican issue that would have hurt those people. So I understand all that, and it's unfortunate, but that's the way it is.
Okay, Mr. Sensen, any comment on the residency issue?
Well, I also have strong roots in this district. You know, like I was saying, almost a quarter century working at Kennedy Space Center, one of the largest employers in the district. And I've done a lot of things. My kids coming up played soccer. I was coached soccer teams. I did a lot of things that are involved in this district. I've invested in this district. Both my businesses have properties which are in this district. And I currently keep my businesses going. I'm currently involved in this new technology that I'm trying to bring in, which could bring in numerous jobs into this district. Matter of fact, tonight I've got a demonstration of this new technology that could bring in lots of jobs, you know, for this digital interface that I'm creating. So I am not going anywhere. I understand what Mr. Posey's saying. You've got to be involved with this district, and I am. And I'm committed, and I have a passion for improving this district for the future. And I'd like to take a lot of what Mr. Posey's done the past 30 years and carry that forward, and this is a chance to do that. You have a succession planning chance here moving forward. So that's all I want to say. I don't want to
Okay.
May I respond?
Sure, briefly.
So I grew up in Florida. I love Florida. I was in DC because I was registered lobbyist, and I worked with Federal Air, Water, Wildlife. And the skills and experience I gained is why I'm running for Congress. It's entirely because I want to use this to benefit the people in the 8th District. My love of Florida and combining it with my knowledge of DC, and I just want to use that to serve the people of Florida. Bill Posey, you know, born and raised here, doesn't vote to help us on our most important issues. The things that affect our family, our lives, when it comes to climate change, literally maybe our lives. And so I just feel like I'm from Florida, I love Florida, I live in Florida, and I would I'm on the Marine Resource Council Board in Brevard, I'm on the Pelican Island Audubon Society Board in Indian River County. I will always be on those boards as long as they will allow me to, and, but if I have to go back up to work, I'm also working class, middle class, and I need a job, so, but I will always be anchored in Florida, always.
Okay. Just for informational purposes,